Hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park RV video. So today we're going to be talking about the safety measures that have been put in place at the Alton Towers Resort and how good they are managing it. So let's get into it. So the first one is like the chevrons and the queue lines. The chevrons, they're really good, really well spaced out, obviously 2 metres apart. So it was alright, like, to start off with in the queue lines. So I think that's really good how they were handling it on opening day, as it was very busy. So they really did a good job of handling it, and let's say like Towers Trading, that was amazing how they handled that, all spread out. Obviously security at the door, like waiting to send you in, and yeah, it was really good spaced out, really good. Some of the people in the queue lines weren't social distancing, and they were getting quite close to you, and I think that is quite disrespectful to some families, because do all families want them to be so close to him? Because a lot of people are really strict with lockdown and coronavirus and 2 metres, and I really don't think that's quite respectful. But I don't think you can really get rid of it. For the most part, in the queue lines, it was fine. It was great. Loads of social distancing happening. Which is awesome. The queue lines were extended all the way to the back. On that day I only got on Galactica 2 times and Oblivion once, because the queues were insane. Like, they're starting to like die down now a bit, but it's not gonna be anything like amazing, because it's like Oblivion was like, say, around about an hour and 20 minutes, and it said like 10 minutes. Galactica was 30 to 45 minutes each time. Those were pretty accurate, and Oblivion was the only one that was a bit wrong in that situation of time on the board, so it wasn't really an issue. I mean, waiting for Oblivion an hour and 20 minutes wasn't the right thing, but we didn't know because it said 0 minutes on it, so we wouldn't know. Now I'm going to talk about the food places and the one-way system around the park. So, the food places were really good. Still had all the benches outside and everything. You couldn't sit inside, but you had all the benches around like the outside. Where I went, Burger Kitchen, same as normal. They'd take your order, you'd have a receipt, and you would wait for your number to get called, and then you can take your food wherever you want, say on a bench or something. So I thought that was really good. I thought that was really good how they did that. A really good setup of how they did the food. So the one-way system around the park was used to be by Katanga Canyon, going straight up there, and you're not allowed to walk this way. You just had to walk straight ahead, and you couldn't go down that way or anything. It's just a one-way path. All the way up to Runaway Mine Train and River Rapids. So I think that was okay, but now they've done it to where people walking up to Runaway Mine Train and River Rapids have to stay on the left. So then when people walking back from Mine Train and Rapids have to stick to the right. So it's sort of a one-way, but just social distancing and making sure it's good. And I think it's good how they've done it. Like on opening day, it was so busy, and I'm proud of what they actually did because they ran it really well. There was quite a bit of social distancing in the queue line. There was just an odd few that were just like right next to each other, which the odd few that would like a lot of people want to stay away, so I don't know why people would actually do that, but I think it's quite disrespectful to other families and other people. So in the queue lines it was alright. The few places was actually really good. How they did it. The one-way system was okay. So yeah, the ride times were quite ridiculous that day. There was a lot of breaking down the rides. The rides weren't like. I think it's just because they haven't ran in so long that they've just like keep on breaking down. So they weren't working as well that day. And then with the enhanced cleaning on the rides, they do that every 30 minutes. So they like clean the rides. So they clean every single cart like down with a cloth, and then send the cart around to obviously like I think it's for like drying it. I don't really know, but I think that's how they dry it. So they send the cart around, and then whilst that cart's going, they clean the other cart, like clean it all the way around, like the seats, the handles, the restraints, everything. They just clean it all and then just send the carts around with no one on them so they can dry. That's how the cleaning's going. I think it is quite good, but I think they should clean them every time someone gets off of the ride, just so they're just a little more safe, because anyone can carry this virus. Anyone can, just pass it on from just touching a few things. So I think they could have done better on that by doing it every time the cart, I can't get my words out today. Every time someone gets off of the cart. So it was okay. The cleaning was okay. Every ride that I got on was just after the cleaning, which was awesome. But yeah, it was okay. Obviously the enhanced cleaning on like tables and different things around the park, just different objects around the park. There was enhanced cleaning. Some of the rides were closed that day as they needed to get weights for their trains, like 13 and Rita. They were closed that day because they needed to get more weights because they wouldn't be able to run without like enough capacity, running on full capacity. So that's really it, what I can really say about the resort. Enhanced cleaning was great. A few places was awesome. Can't say nothing wrong about it. The social distancing in queue lines was okay. It wasn't the best. Social distancing just around the park as a total, it was running quite smoothly and quite good, as the park was really quite busy. And I think personally they should reduce the capacity even more, because it gets really busy. So I think they should reduce it by at least 1,000 more, just so they can keep things running smoothly. So and not as many rides are breaking down now than they were on the 4th of July. So I think that's all I can really say, really. So yeah, enhanced cleaning, good social distancing, all that, good one-way system. So yeah, I think it's a lot of positive from Alton Towers Resort because I think they've done a really good job with it. I think like they've done really good and really well with all this pandemic. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.